Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Happy Wednesday before Easter.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the eggs. Well, you've had those there for a while.
Yeah. I was just thinking before I went live, what am I going to put up there next? Because it's
Yeah.
always been festive pretty much since the holidays.
I got an idea for you. Something for May Day.
Like flowers.
Yep.
Oh,
I happen to mention that because, well, it just happens to be my birthday.
that's true. We both are May people.
That's right.
But yeah. So yeah. Well, we have one more week. Next week will be right before your birthday.
Yeah. No, I'm
We could
I'm
throw a
kidding.
party. We could have a Dean happy birthday party.
All right, I'll take it. Send a pizza. Send a pizza.
Well, welcome in, Fulton. Welcome in,
Hello.
Michelle.
Hey, guys.
Welcome in, Nick.
Hey, Nick, Michelle, Mr. Fulton.
We were just chatting.
Yes, we were.
Um, so okay, hey Carol.
Hey, Carol.
Thank you for staying up. Um, we always compare weather. So it's been kind of up and down, up and down, up and down. But right now it's hot. But then this week end, right, at Easter time, it's supposed to get cold and rainy.
How cold?
Well, not Minnesota cold.
Well, I mean, I get it. If it's cold, it's
50s.
cold. Yeah, it's going to get 50s, 40s here with some rain now. We're going to get rain for the next week.
Oh,
Yeah,
then that must be what's coming down to us.
could be. We need it. I mean, I don't love it, but
Yeah, I need it because I've planted all my flowers and my vegetables, and now I need them watered for free.
yeah, exactly. I like that. For free.
um, so this is the Easter show. The Easter stuff comes at the end, my Easter questions, but I just want to tell everyone, thanks, Lisa. It's not a
Lisa.
full-fledged Easter bunny outfit, but I've been so busy, it just didn't happen. Hi, Dean.
Lisa.
um, so some of you in chat weren't at Dean's show on Saturday night. So I just wanted to share with you hey, Nick, you won. Congratulations.
Nice. Way to go, Nick. And hello,
Mimi
Jason.
Hi, Jason. Yay, it worked. It was the 1165, Jason, that got me to figure out who you were. So I went to the flea market Saturday and I fell in love with Mr. Peanut. Some of you have seen this on Dean's live stream. So, Lisa, so I'm just going to play it for you because you have to hear it. I can't get him to be straight.
Peanuts! Peanuts! Get your peanuts here!
Oh man. Is Movie Mania Nick still here?
He said, "Oh no."
Yeah. Sorry, Nick.
Some of you thought that he was creepy and what nightmares are made of, but
That's right.
see,
He is creepy.
Nick just said he was creepy. But I found him appealing because he's kind of like a one of a kind. It was a store display for somebody like, I don't know, to do their peanuts. One day I'm going to fill it with peanuts and show you guys as they come down.
Michelle's going to have nightmares.
Unfortunately, Michelle was in Dean's show Saturday
Yeah.
night, and now she's got PTSD because of it. And I'm sorry, Michelle. Mr. Peanut needs bunny ears. I know, and outfits. You're welcome, Jason. Thank you. I don't know. That was Lisa's suggestion that maybe we can get little peanut clothes for him.
Have you tried to put peanuts in it yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It does have a little thingy in the back that you can open up and put, no, it's down here, and put peanuts in it. That's what it was meant for.
Right.
I guess maybe as a thank you to people who came to somebody's store? I don't know.
Sure, yeah.
Only they
I
know.
mean, it's weird to think back in the day, and you'll remember those peanut dispensing machines where you put a nickel in and you
Yes.
turn the thing, and that can't have been the most clean,
Sanitary. No.
sanitary. Oh man.
No, everybody, nah. Peanut traumatic syndrome.
PTS.
Yeah. But think of it as just like a unique, one of a kind. That's what I like weird stuff. So let's get started. Okay, this is the Wednesday before Easter. So surprise, Mr. Peanut did not scare the customers away, or did he? Maybe
Yeah,
that's
really.
why Mr. Peanut's at the flea market now.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine little kids? I mean, that would freak them out.
Okay, to be fair, the dude at baseball games who's screaming through the aisles going, "Peanuts, peanuts, get your peanuts."
That's true.
Does that scare people?
I mean, it intimidates them for sure.
They kind of buy it just to get him to be quiet. All right. How well do you know Disney? What is the most expensive animated movie that Disney has ever made? Animated.
Animated. I mean, I have a guess. I'm going to hold off, but I have a guess. I'm raising my hand so that I indicate I'm not copying anybody.
But the guy at the game blinks normal.
Right.
This is true. That is the creepiest part. The yelling kind of gets to me. His eyes just, they are a little creepy. Okay. Yeah. Michelle's saying Lion King, but Jason's saying Tangled, and Nick is saying Toy Story.
Okay, I'll tell you, mine is none of those.
Really?
I guess I can put it out there now. Mine is Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're saying that because of the voiceovers?
Well, as I thought about it, I just remember when it came out, I thought it was super. Carol agrees with me.
Carol
But
says Beauty Beast.
I remember it was super expensive to make, but that was in its day, so it could have been beaten easily by then. But
Lisa says Frozen.
Frozen.
Oh, did I get Michelle's? Michelle said Lion King.
Yeah.
Okay. I was, I still am not, well, I think it kind of explains it. I wasn't quite sure why this. So the answer is Tangled.
Wow.
Jason is right.
Jason.
It cost approximately $260 million.
What?
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
He said Onward.
Okay.
But why? Like,
Yeah. Why?
The production value?
Huh.
Like, what? I'm not sure what made it so expensive.
Well, you alluded to the voice actors behind it, which I don't even remember who they were in Tangled, but that's a good point. How much did it cost to get Tom Hanks and Tim Allen for Toy Story?
How much did it make at the box office, though? I'm not sure. Well, right.
Yeah.
How much it made at the box office, but it can't be as much as Frozen, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Toy Story.
A lot of I like Lisa's comment.
A lot of hair conditioning. It was all those lanterns.
True. They didn't use Suave.
Maybe it was just a different process that they did, and it made it more expensive. Or right. I don't know. I don't even remember when it came out.
260 million. Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot for an animated movie.
That is.
Even. Oh.
So it was worth it.
Well, exactly. That made that back and more. Okay. What is the name of the giant whale that swallowed Pinocchio? Until I did this question, I didn't even know he had a name.
Yeah, it's not Moby Dick for sure.
No.
uh,
No.
who knows? Oh, Jim. Hi, Jim.
Hey, Jim. Welcome in. Jim says Monstro.
Okay.
And Lisa says not John Stamos. Nick
I
says
think
Monstro. Jim's got it, says Michelle. Carol says Monstro. Okay, people. Monstro.
Mothra
I'm sure.
versus Godzilla.
I'm sure it's probably something everybody knows. I'm just not. Back when I was little and I would watch Pinocchio, it kind of scared me. So there was later years I didn't watch it.
It was kind of a deeply, I mean, I wouldn't say deeply, it was kind of disturbing at points.
Yeah, for a kid.
When they turned into the donkeys, man, that part freaked me out.
Right. And watch some kid's nose grow and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Even though he was wood. He is, in fact, Monstro.
There's Monstro.
He looks like, in Oklahoma, we have a Route 66 blue whale. He kind of looks like the blue whale on Route 66.
Huh?
Geez, if that scared you, what did Jaws do to you? Well, I'm pretty sure I watched it once, and maybe not even the whole thing, and I haven't ever watched it since. So that's what it did. It was the dark part in Pinocchio that.
Yeah. Hey.
I led a sheltered life, Lisa.
Nick clarifying Mothra, not Mothro.
Oh. Mary Ellen, the shark is fake. You know what? But back then, did you think the shark was fake?
Right.
I didn't.
Right.
And then I think really every time I went, which wasn't very often because we live in Oklahoma, but go to the beach, it was like, are there going to be any sharks there? You never know. Who does Tiana fall in love with in The Princess and the Frog?
Suppose I should.
Prince Naveen.
Suppose I should watch this movie someday.
I have watched this. If Works were in here, she could tell you all about it. That's her favorite princess.
Oh, sorry, Works, that I didn't watch it yet. But I've been chastised before for Disney movies I have not watched.
This is true. Naveen. And the Prince Naveen's the frog, right? And then he becomes a prince? Or is the prince separate and the frog is a character too? It's been a while since I've seen Princess and the Frog.
Are there any big names that voice act in that movie? Do you recall?
Nothing that sticks out in my head.
Maybe there aren't.
Keith said the frog. Naveen says Jason. I think the frog's cute. Oh, Jim says John Goodman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's a good idea, Lisa.
You know what you can do, Mary Ellen? If you ever forget, just put up a comment. It looks like it'll block it.
Oh, that's true. Yes, he turned into a frog and then the spell is broken. Okay. Keith David.
Keith David, I remember him. Man.
What's he do?
Wasn't he the guy in with the two kids? I can't remember the name. He was also in boy, is my brain fried. The twin sisters that are played by the same actress.
I know who you're talking about.
Isn't that Keith David from that movie? No. All right, never mind. Brian Keith. Thank you, Jim.
Brian Keith. Yes.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Yes. The Olsen twins.
Yeah. Okay.
We have to mime it so that you guys can answer us because we don't know. We don't know what we're like. It sounds like it is Prince Naveen.
He's not a frog there.
No, he's not. All right, here's our question of the night. So I was watching, I think it was Dad Builds or somebody, and they were talking about the lobby of the Grand Floridian being remodeled again. Because it was under construction last year too, and they changed out something. But now they're going to modernize it and put a bar in the lobby.
Oh, a bar.
Like it's a legit like stand-up bar in the lobby, and they're going to change out some different things like the furniture, and so it's not going to be a Victorian style anymore. It's going to be more I don't know why they're doing that because there's already bars at the Grand Floridian, but no gingerbread house
Really?
this year because there's not going to be room for it because of the remodel. So I was listening to Jeff and Angela said that so because they're not doing the house in the Grand Floridian this year, the gingerbread house, they're going to beef up the carousel at the beach club. And so they're going to make it more, as Angela said, zhuzh it up. So
Zhuzh it up.
they should move it to another room. Well, I agree. I don't see why they can't put it somewhere in the Grand Floridian. But I was going to say no till you said bar.
That caught your attention.
Go research it. They show a picture of the bar, and to me, it just doesn't fit. Like you're supposed to be in there relaxing, listening to the piano guy.
Oh, I get it.
And they used to have that band up in the balcony. I was hoping maybe they would like bring them back or, but I don't understand the need to put in another bar in the lobby.
Right.
Like it's going to be right there in the middle. Like it's not even off to the side or
Oh, really?
Hallway. Yeah. No,
well,
it's right there.
Doesn't that kind of change the crowd they're going after?
Right.
Yeah.
And the furniture, I don't know. I don't understand where they're going with it.
Yeah, I would agree with you. And I've always thought that of all the deluxe resorts that you can go visit, the Grand Floridian has been the one that I'm least interested in. It's just not as compelling to me as Poly or Animal Kingdom.
It doesn't have the atmosphere. So is that their idea, is to make it a draw by having a bar in there?
Yeah. I think it's a mistake, to be honest.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And it's not even cute. Like it doesn't, it's just wood. It's like brown. At least the model, the picture I saw that they showed. So it's going to be refurbing for a while for them to have no gingerbread house in December. They had a pop-up bar one Christmas and served hot mulled wine, and it was great to listen and relax. Yes, I agree with that. If you put something like seasonal in there to go with the atmosphere, you've got the gingerbread house, you've got the guy at the piano, and then a mulled wine bar or just a pop-up bar. That's cool, but this sucker is going to be permanent. I hadn't heard this. We love to visit there at Christmas time. I know. Go down that rabbit hole. I don't know. Because right now it is Victorian. Mary Poppins. Are they trying to push another character into this space? I don't know what it will be.
Well, if they did do that, what they should at least do is come up with some fun drinks for kids, something special there.
Right.
Yeah. That way it doesn't feel like it's turning into an adult area.
Right, because look at what they're doing at the parks. The different bars they're opening, some which are 18 and over, kids can't even go in, or 21 and over. So, they're starting to gear it more towards adults. You've got to be both. Look at it, Lisa. It doesn't look like a Victorian bar. It looks more. I should have put it in here so you could see what it looked like, but the drawings of it don't seem to match with the decor, because everything's going to stay white from what I understand, but this bar is like brown wood. Now, maybe once it's all said and done, they could switch directions and it's going to fit in just perfectly. But somebody was afraid they were going to take away the bird cages, the big cages that they have around. But somebody else said no. I think it was Chris Dad Builds. He said, no, that's those. You could see them still in the background from the drawing, that they would still be there.
I am looking at the pictures now, and it looks fairly substantial to me. Like,
it's a big bar.
Yeah. Wow. Bigger than I would have guessed.
So I'm concerned that even once they get that finished, is there still at Christmas time going to be room for the gingerbread house and the bar and the piano man and the furniture? I mean, it's a big lobby, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just something I thought I'd bring up.
Good topic.
All right, a couple more questions. What condiment was used for its medicinal qualities in the 1800s?
Condiment for its was it strictly for the medicinal quality?
In the 1800s.
In the 1800s. So it was like,
and
hey,
before that, it was medicinal in like Eastern culture.
Okay. In what culture?
Not Middle Eastern, not Eastern America, but like China, in that area.
Interesting. Honey.
Lisa says honey.
I mean, condiment.
Jason says ketchup. Michelle says cinnamon. And Carol wondered if it was honey.
The first one that came to my mind was mustard.
Okay.
I don't really know that
it has. Why you would say that.
Yeah.
Because back in the 1800s or whatever, they make mustard packs to put on your chest if you had a cold.
Well, I did not know that. Huh.
Carol says, or vinegar.
Vinegar kind of makes sense. There's a lot of things with vinegar.
But this condiment originated in
like China?
Yeah, Eastern culture.
Okay. Oh.
I don't know where mustard originated, but I understand why you're saying it.
Yeah. What would be more Eastern and medicinal?
And we once it came to this part of the world,
changed it
to make it more appealing to our way of life.
Okay, I have a guess then.
Okay.
Horseradish.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
I could see that.
Yeah.
All right, the answer is ketchup.
Oh!
It was marketed as a medicine because they believed tomatoes had medicinal properties.
Well, there you go, Jason. Nice.
Way to go, Jason.
Huh. That tomato is sad. Oh, I see.
That tomato looks like he wants to be friends with Mr. Peanut.
Yeah.
They both have eyes.
Yeah, he needs Mr. Peanut.
What popular beverage once contained cocaine?
Well, the obvious answer would make. I shouldn't say it so quickly. I'll just raise my hand.
Carol says, well done, Jason.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if somebody guesses what I have in mind. Yeah, I'm with Jim. That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Jim says Coca-Cola. Oh,
Hi,
wait.
Amy.
Hi, Amy. I heard Movie Mania Nick won your trivia. That's awesome.
Wow.
Every week it's a new person lately. Cake. Oh, Coke.
Coke.
He's a cake.
Cocaine Cola.
Jason
Coca-Cola.
says Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. It just makes sense.
Yes, it does. So I'll just reveal the answer. Coca-Cola. The name comes from the two main ingredients, cocaine and caffeine. Yum.
What was another drug from back then that everybody was doing? What's the one? I think it starts with an H. Oh,
That's awesome, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Congratulations.
Woohoo.
Congratulations. So, I mean, how many people have said that they pour, a can of Coke on their battery and it takes the acid,
Yeah, right.
off the battery?
Have you ever done the Mentos and a Diet Coke thing?
No, but I've seen people do it.
Yeah, it works. It's crazy. And then you wonder about these people who purposely swallow it to see what will happen.
Oh,
Yeah, crazy.
All right. In what year was the blue M&M first introduced?
In our lifetimes. I remember it happening, obviously, in our lifetimes. Oh, wow. I am going to guess.
There she is. We needed you earlier when we were talking about Princess Tiana.
Hey, Works.
I said you could tell us all about it because I wasn't sure if the frog was Prince Naveen but they answered me.
I could be way off, Mary Ellen. Going to throw out 1996.
Okay. Nick says 95.
Nice.
Amy says 80. There's a great group of people in here tonight. I will watch the replay. Okay. Thank you. 1995. 1992, says Jim. 1999, 1979, 1979. No, 1979, 1999, 1990. So everybody's kind of in the 90s. Is that what you were going for, Dean?
Yeah, I was 96.
Okay. We've gotten a great spread. It was 1995.
Ooh.
Carol, you did it. Nick.
Carol did as well. Wow, Carolyn.
Nick and Carol. 1995.
I'm feeling pretty good about being 1 year off.
Thank you, Works. Last night when we were guessing in Jim's stream those years, you and I were always on the same wavelength.
Right. And I was not copying you, and it just worked out that way.
No,
and we did all right.
We did. We never got it right, but we were a year or two off.
Hey, if I'm a year or two off, I'm good.
It was when I started dating Bruce. Oh. She had she was too early, but she had no idea. Okay. We're to our bracket.
All right.
We're down to another. This is still a new round. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or The Shaggy Dog?
Oh, well, we've got some real 20,000 Leagues enthusiasts I know in our community.
I know that the ride did really well.
Yeah.
On the challenge.
I mean, That Shaggy Dog is the new one. I honestly have not seen the new one. I've seen the old one and I liked it. But I've never seen the new one, so definitely got to go 20,000 Leagues.
Okay. And give it a little grace. It doesn't have to be the new one if you saw the new one.
Okay. Yeah, that was a Fred MacMurray movie, right? I think.
I think
Originally.
so.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of those because we were talking
Wasn't
about
he?
this last week.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like a rock star actor, but he was just solid, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like everybody's dad.
Yeah.
Work says she's never seen any of them. So far, 20,000 Leagues is taking it away.
I didn't even remember that was Kirk Douglas in 20,000 Leagues.
Yes.
For Pete's sakes.
Amy said yes, it was Fred MacMurray.
Okay.
In Shaggy Dog.
Nice.
Okay. Gonna do 20,000 Leagues.
All the way.
Maybe not. The Swiss Family Robinson or the Babes in Toyland?
Oh my gosh. Those are two classics. I mean, there's no doubt what I'm voting for on this one. Swiss Family Robinson all day long.
Okay. You know, you really don't see Babes in Toyland. Like, you have to go search it. Like, you got to really want to watch that.
Yeah.
Okay. Jim says Swiss Family. Swiss Family says Carol.
Yeah.
Nick says Swiss Family. Amy. There are clear winners tonight. Like, there's no debate.
Oh.
Keith says Swiss Family. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Paul.
Welcome in.
Which do you like, Paul?
Oh, Jason says Swiss Family. It keeps jumping.
Yeah.
Have not seen either, but I will pick Swiss because of the attraction.
Oh, sure.
Anyone see Babes in Toyland with Keanu Reeves? Oh, yes.
Really?
Yes.
No way.
Well, is this not the first one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen any of them.
Paul says Swiss Family.
Yes.
I think I've only seen Babes in Toyland once. Okay, Swiss Family Robinson, I think, took it away.
Yeah.
Which is a classic.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks or Ernest Goes to Camp. You couldn't be like further.
Yeah. Don't know if I've seen Ernest Goes to Camp. Definitely Bed Knobs and Broomsticks with Angela Lansbury. I'm definitely going that one.
There's some huge, big Varney fans. What's his name? See, some people are going for Ernest. Jim Varney. I mean, there's some like loyal Jim Varney fans. So
yeah.
There's a couple right here, Works and Movie Mania Nick.
Cool.
But there's more Bed Knobs and Broomsticks.
Right.
It makes you want to watch them because
I know.
Forget about it.
I always think that after our shows, I'm going to go watch something. Do I ever do it? I fall asleep.
Well, you got to hunt it down first. If you've got Disney Plus, I think it helps.
Yeah. I got it now because on Black Friday they sold it for like $2 a month for a whole year. So I picked it up.
Oh,
again.
wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Ernest. I mean, he's just a silly guy.
Ernest, forgive me.
They were funny. He would do our Quick Trip commercials here locally. And I think I don't know if that's where he got his start. I kind of think he did. But so we saw him all the time.
I have to remember, Mary Ellen, to ask you and everybody a question here as I've struggled with an aspect of movies. But I'll wait until we're done.
Okay, can't wait.
I mean, pins and needles here.
Yeah. Splash or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Ooh, that's going to be a tight one, I think. I know what I'm going to say because as much as I enjoyed Tom Hanks and everything, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in its day was pretty epic.
Okay, that's what I thought, Nick. And then he was so funny doing the commercials, they picked him up for other things.
Yeah.
Lisa's going with Splash.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be surprised to Splash one here. But I'm going Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Loved the attraction for a while.
I'm going with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids also.
Yeah.
Oh, so is Amy. It's 2-3.
Yeah.
John Candy was hysterical.
What was he in? Oh, yeah, he was in Splash. Okay, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3. Ooh, Splash has taken over. 6-3. You know what scene I remember, and it's such a nobody's going to remember this scene from Splash, but this is the scene I remember the most. Tom Hanks has to get on an elevator. I'm pretty sure this is in Splash. And he goes and he's in a hurry and he pushes the button and there's two doors. And so he positions himself exactly in between the two doors. Does anybody remember that scene? I don't know. Tom Hanks made it funny.
He was a great comedian back in the early days.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Very physical humor.
Yes.
Splash is running away with it, Mary Ellen.
Yep. I think so. Nobody has said in chat whether they remember what you saw. Are you sure it wasn't big?
Maybe.
No, I want you to hold strong and say, no, Mary, it was Splash.
I could be wrong. The way he did it, it's kind of how I think. I'm a numbers analytics kind of guy. So you're thinking if I push a button and I got to get on an elevator, I got to be exactly in between the two doors. Anyway.
Parent Trap or Absent-Minded Professor?
Ooh. Oh, man. Both of these are really cool. Oh, man.
Okay, Lisa says, yes, Dean, so many great scenes in Splash, especially when John Candy was said he learned how to speak Swedish from adult movies.
Hey, Keith and Michelle say they both remember that.
Oh, look at that. So
Thank
that's
you.
right.
All right.
Oh, Carol watched Parent Trap last week.
Wow. And I've never seen the Lindsay Lohan version of Parent Trap, but Parent Trap, the old one, for sure.
Parent Trap. Jason went with Absent-Minded Professor. Thank you for the
sympathy vote.
Sympathy vote, Jason. Oh, so did Paul and Lisa. Oh no, that's Parent Trap. No, sorry. I got a little excited there. Like what?
It's a runaway.
Yeah.
And there's Brian Keith, as Jim pointed out earlier. Brian Keith, you know.
Hi, Kay. Welcome in.
You know, Brian Keith, he was a fine actor, but you know, you would never cast a guy like Brian Keith as this hotshot single guy in today's. I mean, obviously they did Dennis Quaid.
You know, back in that day, to me, I think they did it because he was a very handsome man and very mild-mannered. And
mild-mannered, yes.
You know, like, ooh, isn't
would
he
you
cool?
Would you consider Brian Keith a handsome man?
Back in the day, I did. And maybe it was more his personality that was attractive. But
yeah.
And I went with the Absent-Minded Professor too. Who said that? Was it Jason? Yes. Jason and I threw a sympathy vote to Absent-Minded Professor.
Mary Ellen, I sorry to interrupt. I just got a text. I'm going to have to bow out for just a few minutes here.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries. Take out Chinese food, beef with broccoli. Ooh. So what did you eat, Lisa? They always have to compare Kay and Lisa to see what they ate. Hocus Pocus or While You Were Sleeping? Lisa had pizza. What kind of pizza, Lisa? Please don't tell me like anchovy or pineapple. Yes, Super Dave with Dean's picture. Lisa says Hocus Pocus. Oh, well, lots of Hocus Pocus. Dean said While You're Sleeping. I'm going with Dean. I like While You Were Sleeping also. Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus. Normal pizza, pepperoni, extra cheese. Ah, very normal. I like that. All right. Looks like Hocus Pocus. Although I have to tell you, While You're Sleeping is like one of my favorite movies. I watch it every Christmas. It was early Sandra Bullock. I like early Sandra Bullock. Father of the Bride or Indiana Jones? Thank you, Michelle. I think we got 3. No pineapple on your pizza. No, I can't do it. Raiders of the Lost Ark or Father of the Bride? Dean says Raiders. Lisa says Raiders. Jim says Raiders. Carol says Father of the Bride. Keith says Raiders. I know that that's your favorite because that's what Joey loves to go see, the Indiana Jones stunt show and his friend. Which, don't you find it interesting that there was such a big rumor that was going to go away and they haven't said a peep about it? Maybe because they did so many changes with Muppets and all that. They couldn't bring themselves to do Indiana Jones too. Have only seen snippets. It works. Indiana Jones, he was named after the dog. Kay said this is tough, but she's going Father of the Bride. It was a dumb rumor, Lisa. Why did it have to be snakes? Amy likes them both. I know it's tough for some people.
This is a tough one.
We were just talking that remember the rumor that they were going to get rid of Indiana Jones, but then after they got rid of Muppets and all those other ones over in that area, I think they backed off and like that's just too much for people to take. You can't get rid of all of that. Although they're putting the Indiana Jones ride in Animal Kingdom, so it just makes me think they're going to transition over there. Yeah. The dog was named Indiana.
That's right. The dog.
All right. I think Raiders of the Lost Ark moves on.
All right.
The Mighty Ducks or Angels in the Outfield?
Ooh, Danny Glover.
Mindy, thank you. Thank you, Lisa. We asked Mindy. She said she hadn't even heard about. Oh, then that really was a bad rumor. If she had never even heard about it. Carol says Mighty Ducks. Oh, jumped. Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks. Ducks. Angels in the Outfield for Kay. Ducks. The Flying V. That's right. But Angels in the Outfield. That's what I'm going for.
I'm going Mighty Ducks.
I think Mighty Ducks is a clear runaway. Yeah. Okay, now tell us your story.
Oh, are we at the end
of the movies?
I don't remember my story anymore.
No.
Oh no, it wasn't a story. I remember. I wanted to ask this question. Since we do questions, I am a movie guy. You all know that. I love movies. But what I'm finding very challenging now is to sit down and discipline myself to watch a whole movie. And I blame YouTube because I mean, it's just so easy to go watch a 1 minute video, a 5 minute video, hop on a live stream, you know, and this whole world has shortened our attention span, and it makes me mad that I let that happen. I was wondering if others share this problem I have.
It does take more for me to be captivated and want to watch the whole thing.
Right.
Like my son Nick, he likes to wait and watch it like on YouTube TV or whatever so that he can go through, there's no commercials.
Right. And the advantage, well, that's true, Nick. It has movies, but I mean, it's just my attention span, which is why I don't go to movie theaters a lot anymore. But if I do, I'm glad that I did because it makes me just tune out the world and just sit there for 2 hours,
I can't tell you the last time I went to a movie theater. I'll go with the twins. I think maybe it was last year I took them to see something. But
I do have a movie theater story. I don't think I've told it before, but I went to see a movie once in the afternoon. It was some movie I really wanted to see. And I went to this theater. They had it in their biggest room, and it was huge. I mean, I don't remember how many people it sat, but I want to say a couple hundred. And there was only me and one other guy in the whole place. And this guy came and sat next to me.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, you think Mr. Peanut's creepy.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That was really creepy. I got up and I moved down, hoping he wasn't going to follow me. But yeah, who on earth in a theater with a couple hundred seats would sit next to the only other person in the theater?
You need to watch him on a TV, not a computer. That way you get more involved in the movie.
That's true, Paul. He's absolutely right. That is freaky.
That is weird.
Very weird.
Did he speak to you?
No.
Oh, Amy said that happens to her.
Wow. Well, I'm kind of glad I'm not the only one.
I think she means the falling, like the not being able to watch the whole movie, right?
Oh, gotcha, Amy. Yeah.
Just coming to sit next to you.
Shoot, now I'm the only one. Well,
I don't know. I'm just guessing. Then I would probably left the theater if he had said that, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, this may have interesting people. Yes.
Carry fart spray.
Oh no, a person seats near me.
Wow, really? Okay. Not for me, Paul. Yeah.
I'm so short. That's what happens to me, Michelle. Ultimately, the tallest person in the theater comes and sits in front of me, and then I'm like this.
But that's not in the stadium theaters. You don't have that issue, right? I mean,
true.
Yeah, but I mean, there are still the old style, and I like the old style, honestly. They're kind of more fun to me. That theater, if you all knew, I was looking at potentially buying a theater, not real serious, but it was the old style, so it was, you could get that problem.
We could have all gone to his theater and watched a movie.
Wouldn't that have been fun?
Movie that you wanted, or do you have to? I guess you have to buy them, or how does that work?
Oh, if you want your own movie
that you show, when the movies that you show.
Oh yeah. So now that they have digital, you can pretty much get anything you want. It's downloaded. That's it. And they have a digital projector. In the old days, when I rented out the theater, it was reels, and so it was only if it was available. Yeah, put him up.
Yeah, it was in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, it was in Pennsylvania, actually.
Okay. Here's a couple of food questions. Which food never rots and doesn't require preservatives to keep fresh?
Well, I know the
Tea,
answer.
honey, peanuts, or oats?
I know.
Where's Donna?
Donna, where are you?
Stadium seats are much better. We're farther apart with more leg room. True.
Right.
Carol says honey. Jason says honey. Lisa says honey. Nick says peanut.
Get your peanuts.
I swear when I did this, I didn't even know Mr. Peanut existed. So I didn't do this on purpose. Keith says McDonald's fries.
Yeah, right.
Work says peanuts. Hey, Works, were you in here when I showed what Mr. Peanut says?
You gotta see this work.
Peanuts! Peanuts! Get your peanuts here!
If you're ever in a job interview and they ask you if you want, do you really want to work here? You got to blink your eyes like that. I remember somebody saying that. You blink twice.
Or yeah, if you're in trouble and somebody wants to know if you're okay, you got to blink twice.
Yeah.
Do you have the movie Miracle on your list and Invincible?
Oh yeah, both excellent.
Do you mean like the bracket? I'm not sure. Nope, but thanks for playing it again. Close my eyes. Mr. Peanut should star in his own horror film.
There you go.
Halloween comes around, we might be thinking about that. Maybe intro.
Adam, our friend Adam Southwick, whatever.
Uh-huh.
He makes horror films. You should show him Mr. Peanut.
I'll let him borrow it. Okay, the answer is honey. Was that your answer, Dean?
Yeah, and I know that honey, it crystallizes and then you can, cook it and always get it back, which I hate. I don't like putting a plastic bottle in the microwave, to do that, but we've done it.
I ran it under hot water the other day.
Yeah.
And that kind of
Did it work?
Kind of.
Yeah. It's not easy to do it that way.
No, I would have been there forever if I wanted the whole bottle. It was just the top part. Mr. Peanut versus Chucky.
The ultimate sticky situation.
Which food contains the most calories per gram? Chocolate, chia seeds, avocado, or pistachio?
Oh, really? I mean, we're led to believe one of them, so therefore it's not that one. Oh, I got my guess.
Okay.
I'm going to say chia seeds.
Chia.
Only because they're so small, so maybe that's something.
Work says avocado. Kay says avocado. Jim says pistachio.
Lisa's logic was mine. Chocolate seems too obvious.
Pistachio. Michelle says avocado.
I'm alone with my answer. I'm so alone.
Okay.
You'll be all right.
Paul, avocado. Jason, chocolate.
There you go.
Carol, pistachio. She's with you. Oh, no, you said chia seeds.
Yeah.
Amy says pistachio.
Huh.
Hey, I could put pistachios in Mr. Peanut.
There you go.
That wouldn't make sense, would it?
It'd be about the right size. Be expensive.
Whatever is a part of. All right, the answer is avocado.
Wow.
So all you avocado people were correct.
Okay.
It has a high fat content.
But a good fat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, I was right. Disclaimer, I heard it in the morning talk show.
Okay.
Well, would it be Jim's morning show? Because he has all the pertinent information on his morning show.
That's where I heard everything.
All right. Where was chicken tikka masala invented? London, New Delhi, Glasgow, or Punjab, India?
Okay.
I
Well,
thought Punjab was the name of a guy.
Punjab, I think
guess
it's
it's a city too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Punjab, India.
Nick said not Pennsylvania.
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa, I didn't see hers. We all know it's really Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So there's 2 Glasgows.
Well, that's interesting because you do associate chicken tikka masala with India, but that's why it
With
seems.
you, she said Punjab.
Yeah, I mean, I'll stick with it, but.
And Jason and Michelle.
Oh, there you go.
Look, you got a lot of people with you now.
Yep. But Jason did not qualify if he means New Delhi or Punjab.
Oh, yeah, there's 2 Indias up there. Well, he's just going to go generally India. And the answer is Glasgow, Scotland.
How the heck?
See, Carol knew.
Well, she would know, I guess.
That's her neighborhood.
Huh. Looks good, doesn't it?
Kay said Glasgow too. Yeah, I didn't used to like it, but I'm becoming more of a fan.
What's the predominant spice? Is it a curry based or is it something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Soy?
See?
Oh, okay.
She's known for it.
Okay. Interesting.
She would know. What baked good is a good? Okay, now we're into the Christmas, the Easter questions. What baked good is a Good Friday tradition in England?
Good.
Carol lives in Scotland, but she's would be familiar with England.
What baked good is a Good Friday tradition in England? Good Friday.
I didn't want to give choices because I think it would have given it away right away.
Oh.
So there's what Carol's saying. Hot crust bun.
I saw that, Lisa. The Jeff's funny egg.
Oh, yes.
You didn't like it, huh?
His basement eggs. But that's what his mom did. So
hot cross buns.
Is that
1 a penny, 2 a penny. Have you ever thought about that? 1 a penny, 2 a penny? Like, why wouldn't you take the 2 a penny? I mean, if your choices is 1 a penny, 2 a penny, just go with the 2.
You really think about that, don't you?
I mean, it's twice as much, right? Rudimentary here.
The answer is, in fact, hot cross buns.
Nice. Hi, Kay Wilby. I didn't get to say hi earlier.
While the Easter Bunny brings children in America eggs, what sort of critter delivers goods in Westphalia, Germany?
What sort of critter?
Westphalia. And that's exactly how they phrased it. They called it a critter.
A critter.
That's not my Oklahoma slang. The question was a critter. So think along those lines.
I mean, I'm gonna say.
Lisa said a
wallaby.
In Germany? Amy says a possum.
A possum, they're kind of scary looking creatures. They got the eyes of Mr. Peanut.
But they don't ever blink.
Yeah, that's true.
Creepy.
I mean, a possum is a good answer, but I'm just going to say
that is a critter.
Yeah, I was going to say a mouse.
Okay.
Doesn't really
It
seem
all
big.
started with a mouse.
Yeah, it doesn't seem big enough, does it? Well,
It's a critter.
I'll say mouse.
He'd have to carry that egg pretty.
Yeah.
It to be a
That's
strong mouse. A rooster. I don't know how a rooster would carry eggs, but
What other critters would
think not barnyard critter, but a forest critter. Not a bunny though. Michelle says a chicken. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. A dog. Aw.
It's a dog.
A rat.
A big old rat. Fox
A fox.
came to my mind.
Bear.
A bear.
Carol says a fox. Okay, it's getting close to time to end, so I'm going to go tell you. It is, in fact, a fox.
I'll be darned.
And a chipmunk. Keith got it. I don't know how to. First I said dog, but now fox. And you got it. Probably a
trash panda.
Dear Oster. I don't even want to say that word because it's going to come out wrong.
Yeah. So that was the thinking.
But look, he's hiding Easter eggs. With the Easter bunny in the background right there. The fox is in the foreground getting the eggs. The Easter bunny originated in which country?
Oh,
good night,
boy.
Nick.
Yeah, see you, Nick.
Thanks for dropping by.
Well, how about I'll just take a stab and say Switzerland.
Okay. It's as good a country as any.
Yeah.
It was fascinating, I think.
Yeah.
Bunny Stan.
Right next to Kazakhstan.
Lisa says Germany. Amy says America.
I didn't think of America.
Carol says Germany.
Yeah.
Jason says Germany.
Well, okay. That's the irony. You just did a Germany thing, so that threw me.
I know. And they did foxes. Easter Island, says Jim.
Oh, clever.
The answer is Germany.
All right.
It is Germany.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that was the end.
Good show. I didn't get one thing right, but you know.
Everybody, don't forget to check out theliveplace.com for all your family-friendly live streaming. And Dean's show on Saturday. Are you going to go live Saturday night or not?
I sure am.
Okay. So he'll be live this Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern. It's for us, it's 7 p.m.
Round 6 of the best actor of the first decade of the 21st century.
Woohoo! So, he'll have a special guest maybe or two.
Yeah.
And that's just the way we roll.
That's right. We're looking forward to it.
Oh, thank you for coming and staying up, Carol. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And don't forget to check out Jim More Sunshine, Please, at Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern. And Amy, AJC Magic TV on tonight, on Wednesday nights, right before my show at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And We Clan Torrance, they do a video every Friday. And they have some great Abby Moore vlogs that she's been showing. They're awesome. And hey, hi, Dean. Dean the Turkey Lakester. He goes off and on. I'm sorry I don't know your full schedule, Dean, but he had a great stream, a sunrise at the beach stream this morning. And who works hard. Check out her vlogs. I'm afraid I'm leaving somebody out. I think that's about everybody that I know of. So we'll see you in a week. Have a happy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, everyone. See you.